welcome to LMU Community TV News. I hope you're having a great week. I'm Peyton McDaniel, and these are the stories we have for you today. Lincoln Memorial University mourns the passing of Caitlin Jo DeVries of Knoxville. DeVries, a second-year veterinary medicine student at LMU College of Veterinary Medicine, passed tragically in an automobile collision on October 31, 2016, at the age of 25. DeVries was a graduate of Collierville High School in Collierville, Tennessee, and of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. DeVries was a student ambassador for LMU-CVM and often gave tours to prospective students. She commuted to Harrogate from Knoxville for her studies and often used her drive to re-listen to class lectures. DeVries was passionate about all animals and looked forward to pursuing a small animal practice when she graduated. LMU-CVM Student Government Association and the student chapter of the American Veterinary Medical Association have established the Caitlin DeVries LMU-CVM Memorial Scholarship to ensure DeVries' legacy lives on at the school. Contributions to the scholarship may be made online or by contacting LMU University Advancement at 423-869-6351. Following a moving candlelight vigil in DeVries' memory, the Cumberland Gap Volunteer Fire Department announced it would name its newly completed dog park in her honor. The Caitlin DeVries Memorial Off-Leash Dog Park will be formally dedicated at a later date. On Thursday, Lincoln Memorial University held the very first One Health Symposium. The symposium was held inside the Cumberland Gap Convention Center. One Health is the collaborative effort of multiple health science professions, together with their related disciplines and institutions, working locally, nationally, and globally to attain optimal health for people, domestic animals, wildlife, plants, and our environment. To find out more about One Health, you can visit LMU's website at www.lmunet.edu. Director of the Claiborne Emergency Management Agency and Homeland Security, David Breeding, says the unusual dry autumn is the perfect spark for wildfires. He says that Claiborne County could be approaching drought conditions if dry weather continues much longer, and residents of the county need to abide by the regulations for burning trash. These dry conditions are predicted to continue to the end of the year, and it wouldn't take much to start a wildfire. So far in this year, there have been 837 wildfires that burned 20,000 acres of property within the state. Anyone starting an open-air fire from October 15th through May 15th in Tennessee within 500 feet of a forest, grassland, or woodland must, by law, secure a burning permit from the Tennessee Division of Forestry. Local jurisdictions may have other ordinances and permitting systems in place for open-air burning. The free permit can be obtained online at www.burnsafetn.org. The mission of the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency is to coordinate preparedness, response, and recovery from man-made natural and technological hazards in a professional and efficient manner. Just as a reminder, the November general election is coming up Tuesday, November 4th. Polling places will be open at 8 in the morning and will close at 8 that night. The following districts will vote at the following locations. Precinct 1 will vote at the courthouse on Main Street. Precinct 2-1 will vote at Midway School. Precinct 2-2 will vote at Pleasant Point. Precinct 2-3 will vote at Head of Barron. Precinct 3-1 will vote at the County Building on Alonzo Beeler Lane. Precinct 3-2 will vote at TNT School. Precinct 4-1 will vote at the County Building on Cedar Fork Road. Precinct 4-2 will vote at the County Building on School Road. Precinct 4-3 will vote at Ritchie School. Precinct 4-4 will vote at Springdale School. Precinct 5 will vote at Forge Ridge High School. Precinct 6 will vote at Ellen Myers School. Precinct 7-1 will vote at H.Y. Livesey Middle School. Precinct 7-2 will vote at Harrogate City Hall. Precinct 8-1 will vote at the Fire Hall on Highway 63. Precinct 8-2 will vote at Powell Valley Elementary. Precinct 9 will vote at Clearfield School. Federal or Tennessee-issued photo IDs are now required to vote unless any exception applies. College student IDs will not be accepted. To learn more about the new law and its exceptions or to find your polling location, you can call the Claiborne County Election Commission office at 423-626-5128 or visit govotetn.com. There's more news coming up after the break, so keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Got a quarter?
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high-five.
A local business in Tazewell that has become a staple for the local community will soon be closing its doors. Here with the complete story is LMU Community TV News' Adam Haley.
For 20 years, Movie One has been stocking their shelves with the best in home entertainment. Whether it was VHS, DVD, and/or Blu-rays, Movie One was there. But that will soon come to an end.
See, we started in 1996. Of course, we're closing down 2016, so it's been 20 years. Business was good till about 2010, started dwindling. The industry has killed business. When it went into DVDs, they just flooded the market, and we've been looking at closing for the past couple years. We just hated to give it up. We've met a lot of people here, made friends.
The years of renting movies at a video store have passed since the boom in the 1990s, with VHS tapes giving way now to digital downloads and other mediums to watch movies.
Well, when it was all VHS, you had two options. You went to the theater and watched a movie, or you went to the video store. That was your two options. Then after 6 months to a year, you could go buy it in a store, or a lot of places, 6 months pay-per-view. But then when it went into DVD, they was making them so cheap that the industry, in my opinion, they just got greedy. They just spit them out to everybody. And what they didn't realize is they was putting video stores out of business. Now, about 3 years ago, they tried to bring it back, but it was too late.
Movie One is obviously known for movie and video game rentals, but the other aspect that kept it going was their tanning beds that had been voted best beds in the county numerous times.
Tanning, if it was all year long, would be great, but it's a seasonal thing. It starts about February, and by May, it's over. So then you've got 6 to 8 months that you're not really making any money, but you still got to pay your rent, and you can't survive. You can't survive.
Currently, their stock of VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and video games are all up for sale. But on November 30th, Movie One will close its doors for good, and with it, the end of the era of renting movies will go down with it. But Malcolm doesn't want to end on a sour note, as he has a message for all the loyal customers through the years.
Well, me and my wife, we're really, like I said, we've struggled about closing the store for a couple years now. We do want to say that we've really been blessed. We've really appreciated all our customers. Like I said, we've made a lot of friends. And it's going to be tough for a while. It's going to be tough. And we just want to say thank you and God bless.
Pre-Law magazine published its Best Value issue in October, naming the Lincoln Memorial University John J. Duncan Jr. School of Law a Best Value private law school. The distinction came after the magazine calculated an estimated true tuition, the average amount students pay once grants and scholarships are factored, and weighted it with other factors including graduate employment rates, bar passage, debt, and cost of living in ranking private law schools. LMU Law was recognized with elite legal institutions including Boston College, Boston University, Brigham Young University, Wake Forest University, Washington and Lee University, and Washington University in St. Louis, among others. A total of 13 private law schools were included on the national list. It marks the first time LMU has been added to the list and comes on the heels of the school's most successful bar exam showing to date. With a first-time taker pass rate of 87.5%, LMU Law beat the state average of 73.23% for first-time bar takers on the July 2016 examination. LMU Law's first-time taker pass rate, re-exam pass rate, and overall pass rate were each the second highest among all Tennessee law schools. Since the law school graduated its first class in May 2013, 93% of LMU Law graduates who have taken a bar exam have passed it. Observed every November, American Diabetes Month is an important element in the American Diabetes Association's efforts to focus our nation's attention on the disease and the tens of millions of people affected by it. The 2016 theme is This is Diabetes. There will be showcases of real-life stories of friends, families, and neighbors managing the day-to-day triumphs and challenges of the disease. You are invited to join as the American Diabetes Association as they salute the 29 million Americans with diabetes. The initiative is to raise awareness and to create a sense of urgency about this growing public health crisis. The campaign also invites you to submit your own stories to capture the authenticity of those who understand the disease the best. A furry face is the perfect addition for any family, and each week we bring you adoptable pups from the Claiborne Animal Shelter. These furry faces are available for adoption at the animal shelter, so let's show off this week's Pet of the Week in hopes of finding their forever family and home. Pet of the Week, stay with us because Brandon Burke has your sports update right here on LMU Community TV News.
Ashley here, and I'm with Liza from the Claiborne Animal Shelter, and today she brought Goober. Hi, Goober. Tell everybody hi. All right, tell us a little bit about Goober and what makes him so special.
Okay, first of all, Goober is camera shy.
I can tell.
So, and this is his first starring role on television, so
yes.
he's a little uncomfortable about it.
He is so tense right now.
Yeah. He's a Jack Russell mix.
Okay.
He's about a year old, and he walks on a leash.
Good.
And he's very, very lovable, and he's somebody that has a lot of energy. And I know, shocking for a Jack Russell. So even though he doesn't look like it right now,
yes,
he
yes.
would need to be adopted into a family that's got plenty of time to spend with him and to play with him and take him for long walks, take him jogging. You know, I'm not sure if he knows how to play ball yet, but I'm sure he can learn. He's a smart little guy. And that's about it.
All right, so what kind of family do you think would fit well with Goober?
I think that he would do well in a family with olderish kids, not really, really young kids, but kids that are old enough to work with him.
Okay.
And I think younger kids might get him a little too hyped up, you know, when they run around and stuff.
Right.
And so I think that he has definitely got lapdog potential.
Oh,
If there's a family who needs to have somebody to cuddle on their lap, Goober's your man.
Goober's the man.
Goober is the man.
Now, if somebody adopts him and they change his name, that will totally break my heart.
Oh,
Your name can't be changed.
I think he needs a new name.
You think he needs a new name?
Scout.
Scout.
King.
King Scout. That would be good. All right, so tell the viewers if they want to come visit or, you know, check him out, give them directions.
Okay. What you need to do is, we have an adoption application. We've got it online at our website, claiborneanimalshelter.com, or you can come in and meet them and fill out an application while you're there if you find that it's a match. We do a background check. We want to make sure that all of your previous pets have been kept up to date on their shots and that they've all been spayed or neutered.
Okay.
If you have pets that aren't spayed or neutered, that's pretty much a showstopper with us. Once the adoption application is approved, the adoption fee is $150, and that will include him getting neutered, and he'll be microchipped.
Okay.
And he's up to date on his shots, so he'll have all his vaccinations. He'll be good to go for a year, in other words. He's been dewormed, he's had flea treatment, he's been heartworm tested, and he's negative. So he'll be ready to go home once he's neutered.
Cool. All right, so real quick, before we end the segment, talk about the importance of getting your dogs microchipped.
Okay. Getting your dog microchipped is, it's not like a GPS,
Right.
but any shelter or vet that finds a stray dog, they have a scanner, and they can scan that dog, and it'll give them a phone number to call for the microchip company.
Okay.
And then the microchip company will call the owner. We've reunited some people with their pets that way.
And that's a wonderful thing to
Right.
do.
Now, sadly, most of the animals we get in have not been microchipped, and they don't have a collar, they don't have any identification. There really is no way for us to find out who owns these animals. With dogs, we send them up north. And so we might hear somebody, we had somebody recently that talked about a dog that they had heard we'd had a month ago. Well, that dog's already adopted in a family up north, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, they do get a new family, but if you want to find your baby, when they go missing, get a microchip and help the people that help the animals find you.
If you lose your animal,
Yeah.
it's a bad day. I can vouch for that. All right, so if you want to look at Goober or, you know, take him for a walk, play a little ball with him, you can visit the animal shelter. Or if you want to check out more information about him, you can go to the website, claiborneanimalshelter.com, or you can visit them on their Facebook page. It's the same, Claiborne Animal Shelter, and check him out and see if you want to make him or one of the other adoptable pets part of your family.
This time of year, what do you give? When it's your extra concert, game, or special event tickets to VetTix, you're giving our nation's service members and veterans an amazing experience they'll cherish forever. Plus, you're helping America's heroes de-stress, decompress, and strengthen family bonds. Your gift will do more and mean more than you can imagine. This holiday season, don't just give the experience, give the memory. VetTix, give something to those who gave. For more information on how you can make a difference right now, go to vettix.org.
Daisy is 6 years old, and she is my very best friend. I couldn't live alone without her. I spend a lot of time in my backyard. I feed the birds and the bees. I love my flowers. The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. I love them. They're my savior. And I look forward to volunteers because they've all become my friends. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Welcome back. The Lincoln Memorial men's soccer team continued the South Atlantic Conference tournament on Friday with a semifinal matchup against the 8th-seeded Brevard Tornadoes in Rock Hill, South Carolina. The Tornadoes were fresh off of a stunning victory in the quarterfinals over the top-ranked Wingate Bulldogs and gave the Rail Splitters plenty of competition in the afternoon. The back-and-forth battle saw its first goal of the contest from LMU's Henrique Rezic in the 31st minute, and Lincoln Memorial would carry their 1-0 lead into the halftime break. The Tornadoes evened the score in the 53rd minute. However, the Rail Splitters took back the advantage just 6 minutes later after Ronaldo de Jesus made it 2-1 LMU. Brevard would not go away in the semifinal matchup, scoring again in the 70th minute on a free kick, providing the tiebreaker. After 20 scoreless minutes of action in regulation, the match was brought into a first and later second overtime, and after those 20 minutes, the winner was still unresolved with the score knotted at 2-2. Following 110 total minutes of SAC tournament play, the match was brought into PKs to decide who would move on to the championship game. In the ensuing penalty kick shootout, the Rail Splitters blanked the Tornadoes 3-0, winning the match and advancing to the conference title game for the third time in program history and the first time since 2012. Their opponent in the championship match was the second-seeded Tusculum Pioneers, with the contest taking place on Sunday afternoon in Rock Hill. The scoring would get underway early in the title title game as Rezic gave the Rail Splitters the early lead in the 16th minute, his third goal of the season and the second in 2 games. 11 minutes later, however, the Pioneers evened the score at 1 apiece, and the score would stay at 1-1 for the rest of regulation into the overtime period. After 10 minutes, the score remained the same and double OT went underway. After 82 total minutes of neither side able to pick up any points, the Pioneers handed the Rail Splitters a heartbreaking loss in the 109th minute to win the conference championship and give LMU the runner-up position. Following their strong performance in the SAC tournament, advancing all the way to the final game, Lincoln Memorial now has a chance at participating in the 2016 NCAA Division II tournament, with a selection show taking place on Monday night. To find out if the Rail Splitters will be continuing the 2016 postseason, you can log on to www.lmurailsplitters.com. The LMU women's volleyball team entered the weekend on an absolute roll as the Lady Rail Splitters had won 5 matchups in a row and sat atop the South Atlantic Conference standings, dominating the league. The final 2 road games of the 2016 regular season took place on Friday and Saturday, and Lincoln Memorial's winning ways came to a sudden halt as LMU dropped both contests in consecutive days to Catawba and Queens. On Friday, the Indians of Catawba handed the Lady Rail Splitters a 3-0 loss, LMU's first defeat in straight sets since September 23rd. Catawba continued their 9-game winning streak at home, winning the 3 sets 26-24, 25-22, and 25-23. The entire contest looked like it could turn either way as Lincoln Memorial posted 46 kills coupled with a .244 attack percentage. However, the Indians were just slightly better, recording 51 kills and a .255 clip on their way to the victory. On Saturday, the Lady Rail Splitters traveled to Queens University, and the outcome was not much better for Lincoln Memorial as the Royals took the win 3-1. Queens took the first 2 sets 25-21 and 25-23, with the Lady Rail Splitters grabbing their first set win of the weekend in the 3rd set 26-24. The Royals were able to put the contest out of reach in the 4th and final set, winning 25-20 and making LMU 0-2 on the weekend. Much like the Catawba game the day before, Lincoln Memorial turned in a strong offensive outing. However, the Royals were just a little bit better, posting a season-high 67 kills with a .272 attack percentage. Following the consecutive losses, LMU falls to 22-6 on the season with a 16-4 mark in conference play. Lincoln Memorial now stands in a 3-way tie with the Royals and Wingate for first place in the South Atlantic Conference. The 2016 regular season will come to an end this coming weekend as the Lady Rail Splitters host a pair of SAC matchups on Friday and Saturday, with Lenore Ryan coming to Harrogate on Friday, followed by the season finale on Saturday against Brevard. The LMU Sports Network will be covering both of these events on www.lmurailsplitters.com with live video. The Lincoln Memorial men's basketball team will be entering the 2016-2017 regular season ranked number 2 in the country in the National Association of Basketball Coaches Division II poll released last Tuesday. The Rail Splitters will attempt to follow up on a historic season in 2015 to 2016 as LMU advanced all the way to the Division II National Championship game, coming up in a losing effort. LMU posted a program and South Atlantic Conference record 34 wins last season, including a feat that no team in the South Atlantic Conference has ever accomplished. The Rail Splitters ran the table in conference play, finishing 22-0 against SAC opponents. Lincoln Memorial recorded a 24-game winning streak during the course of the season, with 2 of those wins decided by fewer than 10 points. Both the men's and women's basketball programs will begin the 2016-2017 season this coming Friday, November 11th, when the Lady Rail Splitters host the Lander Bobcats, and the defending SAC champion men's Rail Splitters travel to Greenville to take on the King Tornado. This past weekend was the opening round of the 2016 playoffs in high school football for Tennessee and Kentucky, while Virginia finished out their regular season. Let's take a look at all of the final scores from around the area this past Friday. In Tennessee, the Hancock County Indians fell to the 8th-ranked team in Class 1A, the Coalfield Yellow Jackets, 61-7, ending their season in the first round. And the Campbell County Cougars, who stood at 8-2 and number 7 in Class 5A, also were defeated by the 8th-ranked team in Class 5A, the Ottawa Owls, 51-14. In Kentucky, the Pineville Mountain Lions advanced to the second round of the Class 1A playoffs by defeating the Jenkins Cavaliers for the second consecutive week, 69-14. In Class 2A, the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets were defeated by the 9-1 Leslie County Eagles 44-26, ending their season, and the 3-7 Bell County Bobcats defeated the 4-6 Breathitt County Bobcats 58-30 to advance to the next round of the Class 3A playoffs. Lastly, in Virginia, the Thomas Walker Pioneers ended the 2016 regular season with a loss to the Black Raiders of Burton 42-7, making their final record 2-8. Well, coming into the chase for the Sprint Cup, the race at Charlotte was scheduled as the only night race in the chase, but Mother Nature had different ideas that weekend. Well, Mother Nature took it away, and this weekend Mother Nature gave back as the race at Texas was scheduled to be a day race, but was pushed to a primetime race due to rain. Austin Dillon got the start on the pole, but did not have the day he was hoping. After hitting the wall on 2 separate occasions, he finished 37th. Joey Logano paced the day, leading 178 laps, but Logano found himself out of the lead late, and it was Carl Edwards who was up front when the weather rolled back into Fort Worth to call the race 41 laps short of its scheduled destination. Edwards was followed by Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch. With the win, Edwards clinched his spot in the Championship 4 in 2 weeks in Homestead, and that leaves 2 spots left with Logano and Kyle Busch in those positions going into Phoenix next week. And that's all for sports over the weekend, but here is Tyler Rowlett with this week's concert calendar.
Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and here's your concert calendar for the week of November 3rd, 2016. Coming November 9th to the Tennessee Theater is the legendary Bob Dylan. One of the most important artists in American music history, Dylan is making his first stop in Knoxville in many years. Dylan's music helped define a generation. As an artist never afraid to speak his mind, take risks, or simply do what he wanted to, his songwriting has influenced many different generations across all genres. Dylan even recently won a Nobel Prize for his work. As far as American music goes, it doesn't get much better than Bob Dylan. For more information on this event, you can visit TennesseeTheater.com. I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV. Keep on rocking in the free world.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
One in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
That will do it for today's edition of LMU Community TV News. I'm Peyton McDaniel.
And I'm Brandon Burke. We'll be back on Thursday. Have a great week.